It's a frustration we've all felt. You step outside into a winter wonderland, pull out your phone to take a photo, and poof, it's dead. But here's the kicker. Your battery isn't actually empty. It's a victim of physics, chemistry, and a tiny bit of digital panic. So, why does cold weather turn your high-tech device into a glass brick? Today, we're going deep into the science. To understand the why, we first have to understand the how. Every smartphone today uses lithium-ion technology. Inside, lithium ions swim through a liquid electrolyte. Think of it as a highway between the negative and positive sides. Chemical reactions depend on temperature. When it's warm, ions move fast. When it's cold, that liquid electrolyte becomes sluggish. This is called internal resistance. At 0 degrees Celsius, that resistance can spike by over 300%. Because the ions can't move fast enough, the battery can't maintain its voltage, and voltage is what your phone needs to stay awake. At the molecular level, this is described by the Arrhenius equation. Lower energy means slower molecular movement. In a battery, this means the chemical reaction slows down so much that the electrons can't be pushed out of the anode efficiently. There's also a thin film called the solid electrolyte interface, or SEI. In the cold, this film hardens and becomes much more difficult for lithium ions to pass through, adding another layer of resistance. Your phone has a brain called the Battery Management System, or BMS. It's constantly monitoring that voltage. When it sees the voltage drop too low due to the cold, it triggers an emergency shutdown to protect the internal chemistry from permanent failure. And that protection is vital. If you try to force charge a frozen battery, the ions don't go where they should. They pile up on the surface of the anode, creating lithium plating. This creates tiny metallic needles called dendrites. These dendrites are the silent killers of batteries. They can pierce the internal separator, causing a short circuit. This is why some devices fail permanently after a winter season of improper charging. Interestingly, electric vehicles face the same problem, but they have a trick. They use active thermal management, essentially a heater for the battery, to keep the chemistry in the Goldilocks zone, even when the air outside is freezing. Let's look at the figures. At minus 20 degrees Celsius, a typical lithium battery can only output about half of its rated power. Your phone thinks it's dying, but it's really just operating at half strength. You might have heard the myth that putting batteries in the freezer makes them last longer. While cold storage can reduce self-discharge over months, it makes the battery unusable in the moment. Never use a frozen battery. The good news? Your power isn't gone forever. Once you warm the phone back up to room temperature, the electrolyte thins out, the resistance drops, and that missing charge magically reappears. It was just in hibernation. This isn't just for phones. Drones are especially sensitive. A cold drone battery might cause the device to drop from the sky mid-flight because it can't provide the high burst of current needed for the motors. Warm your batteries first. The best tip? Keep your gadgets close to your body heat. Inner jacket pockets are the safest place for your tech during a winter hike. Your own body acts as the perfect thermal management system. Is there a permanent fix? Future technology, like solid-state batteries, replaces that liquid electrolyte with a solid ceramic. These are far less sensitive to temperature, meaning winter battery death might soon be a thing of the past. To recap, cold thickens the liquid, resistance spikes by 300%, and your phone shuts down to protect itself. Keep it warm, and you'll stay powered up. Have you ever had your phone die in a critical moment because of the cold? Tell us your story in the comments below. Science is cool, but a dead phone is definitely not. Stay warm, stay curious, and always keep learning with Adeesha. Subscribe to Learn with Adeesha for more fun and educational videos. Your support helps us dive even deeper into the tech you use every day. See you in the next one.